Why do disparate organisms show surprising genetic similarities? Imagine looking at a tiny fruit fly and a human and wondering how they could possibly share so much genetic material. It might seem strange that creatures so different on the outside have such similar genes inside. But in reality, all living things on Earth are connected through a shared history. Every organism, no matter how different it looks, comes from a common ancestor that lived billions of years ago. Over time, their DNA has changed, but many core genes have stayed the same because they are essential for life. These genes control basic functions like how cells divide, how energy is used, and how organisms grow. That's why humans and chimpanzees share about 98.8% of their DNA. Even more surprising, humans share around 60% of their genes with fruit flies and bananas. This shows that some genes are so fundamental that they are found in almost all living things. These genes help with basic processes like breathing, energy production, and cell repair. Sometimes, unrelated species develop similar traits because they face similar challenges. This is called convergent evolution. For example, bats and dolphins both use echolocation to find their way in the dark or underwater. Even though they are very different animals, they have developed similar genetic changes in their hearing and sound processing genes. This shows how environmental pressures can shape genes in similar ways, even in species that are not closely related. Understanding these genetic similarities helps us see the deep connections between all forms of life. It also guides conservation efforts by showing which genes are vital for survival and adaptation. For example, knowing that certain genes are shared across species can help scientists protect endangered animals by understanding their genetic health. So, the reason why different organisms share surprising genetic similarities is because of their shared ancestors, the importance of certain genes for basic life, and how similar environments can lead to similar genetic changes. These links reminded us that all life on Earth is connected through a common genetic thread, making the study of biodiversity even more fascinating.